mine,
Ready, action.
so to speak.
Before you go to town, let me give you just one warning. You will not, even if you're invisible, likely to get away with any kind of theft from anyone or on the bazaar. Do not risk it.
Why did you warn us of other evil thievery going on?
That's why I'm sending my bodyguard to watch over your group.
If we couldn't get away with it, how does someone else get away
Well, but
with
we're
it?
newcomers to the city, that's the problem.
I know a group of adventurers have many skills among them. Some of you, no doubt, are pickpockets.
Yeah, I would say that.
It's, you know,
Do not do it in Bralizzar. The Desolation
Every time I
ruled
get-
with an iron hand. Their officers wear uniforms of pure white.
okay, officers are in pure white. They're the ones that are gonna.
The Lancers and the Air Lancers, all of their soldiers, wear armor of pure white, unmistakable.
Okay.
You will find them everywhere in Bralizzar, even in an alleyway.
Okay. You know, one more thing before we head out,
Put this on.
if you wouldn't mind,
That's that
I would like
two-handed
to
sword.
read your face so that I know what you look like when I hear your
It's a
voice.
plus
I
one.
have had that experience with many
Two-handed
blind
sword.
people. You may feel my
Gives you
face
extra
and take as
planar
much time as you wish,
protection.
my friend.
I appreciate that.
I
Rather
am very
awkward for me
old.
to wield that, my friend.
You have been
Where
reached
you,
very
if we
well,
come up
my
against
friend.
this freak.
I hope to
Which is
live
an
long
extra
enough to
planar
see you
feature.
successful.
Human?
Yes.
It's persuasion, charisma.
You have seen
nothing
many
to
a
straight up
seasons.
So this
I have
is
seen
yours.
none of the
You will
seasons,
get it
only
back
felt every one of them.
if we ever.
Why erase it off my character?
Well, I'm
in
just
case
saying, I have.
one of us dies.
A little inside there.
Yeah, a little side jockey on that one.
Is there a place that you recommend that we could do a all-in-one stop and shop, if you will?
Put this on the map.
Like trade in weapons and, if needed, find out the prices first and then
What
exchange.
weapons you want to trade in?
I'm just saying if we need to, rather than have to go to several areas.
I'm pretty sure we're well equipped to, with our weapons, I would think. They might be able to see what they've got, if they got anything
Because
special.
he said a camel was 100 without food.
Without any type of harnessing or anything else like
Without
that.
any harness.
I highly recommend
Without-
Raquelmia Ventros, merchant trader. She can supply you with all your needs and will buy anything you have for sale that she wishes to buy and feels she could make a profit on.
What's her name again?
Her name, again, was
Raquelmia
Raquelmia
Ventros.
Pulling you.
Ventros.
Ventricles.
Wonder if she likes girls.
Possibility.
I'm thinking she's a ventriloquist.
They're right. Well, we were discussing outside who has the best persuasion,
I do.
and she has not only persuasion as a ability, she also has it as a non-weapon proficiency, which
Yep.
gives her a bonus to her persuasion.
A successful proficiency check means that the subject's reaction is modified by +2 in favor of the character, and that's in Table 59, Chapter 11 of DM's Guide. This bonus is not cumulative for the reaction modifier, this is those derived from charisma, and their reaction modifiers don't apply. For every additional slot a character spends on this proficiency, he boosts the reaction modifier by 1. Which I'm going to add one because I went up a level last session and I didn't add to it, so that'll give me 2 slots to it.
Very good, Esther.
So plus what?
So that'll be +2 for, that'll be +3 actually.
And now, how much is your persuasion on the back? Your skills? So,
Yeah, what's your plus to that currently?
probably pretty high.
Persuasion is +2 at the moment.
Really? No way. What's your
Which
charisma?
is only 8.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I think you have really good charisma.
But you've got how many slots on your non-weapon?
I have 2 on there now.
So it'd be +3.
Plus
Yeah,
three, plus
so it'd be
those two,
5.
would be +5.
Yeah, +5 is
Anybody
correct.
else have a better charisma than +5 on there?
Mine
Mine's
+4.
I got a
mine's
+4.
+3. So, yeah, you would be our best negotiator.
Yeah.
By 1.
And I'll stand behind you in case.
Yeah,
I got Cino's a +4.
It depends
I'm
on the
+4.
dice.
That's what we said, plus
But
Yeah.
+5 because of, yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Even though she's ugly.
All depends on the dice. anyway.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8. It's an 8.
No, we are never under the slaves
No,
of the
no,
dice.
Raviak is so interested in me. He's not too bright either.
8
Mine's an
charisma,
11.
8 com.
Yeah, mine's an 11.
Die once.
Mine's a 9 charisma.
Oh, my comeliness? Yeah, that's an 8.
See? No wonder why you two put
But your
together.
charisma's an 8, and your comeliness is a what?
8 also.
Okay.
Yeah, they match each
Yeah,
other.
we're 11 and 8. I'm 11.
I'm okay with charisma,
Yeah.
and I'm okay looking.
My friends, buy enough of what you need to supply you at least 2 weeks of travel at a time.
Okay, now.
The only place you will be able to restock all your rations, including food and water, after you leave Bralizzar, will be at the North Knife Pass guard post. Prices will be more expensive there than they are here, though. Resupplying in the Desert of Desolation will only be likely if you run into a Sand Voyagers Guild caravan, or at ruins, or at one of the 2 Oasis strongholds. Once again, like Bralizzar, controlled by the Dupari and the Lancers and Air Lancers.
When are the sandworms most active? During the day or during the night?
Daytime,
Kind of good to know.
Yeah.
they sense vibrations.
As do I.
Your skills are probably the most finest too, because it is said that blind men make up for it and can sense the world around them in ways that the seeing cannot even understand.
Oh, I certainly
Being
do.
born blind. Let me say one more thing before you head out. Like I said, you're resupplying. It is a 6-day journey, 5 to 6 days to the North Knife Pass. So I highly recommend you save some Icos to spend there on resupplying everything.
Okay.
So we need 2 weeks. worth
If
of
you
it.
want to travel with your group for 2 weeks straight without resupplying, you're going to need a minimum of 3 camels. If you're each going to be riding one, then you will need an additional one for each person.
I wrote down 6 camels.
So 3 camels.
Remember, if you're riding camels,
It's
you're
no
not
faster.
getting there quicker, but you're consuming half the amount of
Exactly,
water.
and that's what I was gonna do.
You cannot ride the camels that you are packing. The 3 camels that will supply your group will be pack camels only.
So
what
technically,
are we, writing
9,
double
Well, see, this is
9 camels.
9 camels.
the.
There's
this
6
is
of
the-
us, and yep, there you go.
This is the point. I
We
was
will be a
bringing up.
small caravan of 9 camels.
That's
If
crazy.
we hitch up a couple camels to a wagon, one of these skids,
Yes, of course, that could cut, yep.
we can pack
We
the
can cut
skid
down.
rather than the camel.
Right.
And he had a good idea with.
Now remember, a camel can hold up to 900 pounds. Any skid you're gonna buy is gonna hold half that weight.
But we also have bags of holding. So
Exactly.
we could put some of this water.
The bags of holding only have a diameter, when you open up the bag, of about 3 inch.
So you can pour the
Your
water
full wineskin will not even go in a bag of holding.
in. Right, but you can take the bag of holding, empty it, and just pour a bunch of water into it.
It's got a bigger volume of space inside of it, but the entry point is far restrictive compared to a portable hold.
Go over to a water spout and start pumping.
Is that
You're
something?
going to need pack animals. Even if you bribe the caravan leader
Yeah.
to
once
join
we
them,
get away.
you're gonna have, yeah.
I'm just gonna count on 9 camels and just have the 3 pack.
Right, so,
It'll be easier that way. I don't wanna worry about.
But a skid to pole is not a bad idea because you need,
Some kind of shelter.
yeah, a nice big tarp could go in that skid and stuff to make a shelter to get under, to get out of the sun for resting during the day.
Right.
I'm just worried about skid repairs.
I would about to get cost.
You're all adventurers and are pretty damn good at maintaining your equipment. You'll figure out what needs to be
Well, you're
done.
talking $900 just in bare camels right now.
yeah,
Not
900.
even with harnesses or anything.
Right,
Right.
and we have 1802.
So,
So
And
half
stuff
of
to sell.
combined money.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. What does anyone have that they would give up?
Festalin, before you leave, he does have some items that he don't use and hasn't
Okay,
typed it that
so
you can sell if you want
We
them.
need gloves, we need food, what else we need?
Hooded desert robes,
Goggles.
leather gloves, anti-venom, compass. We probably only need one.
I didn't write all that
Oh.
down.
Well, we did, so don't worry about it. We'll get it.
But each
If I'm gonna
camel,
be talking to this guy, I need to have this written down.
so each
Compass
camel
and
can carry
goggles.
900 pounds. But we need enough food and water for them and us for 10 days minimum.
Okay, 10 days. 10 days.
You know what?
But then we would have.
Why don't you try to see if the merchants, says Festalin, will buy this? He hands you the robe, but one of them we got off the Rakshasa that's extremely ornate.
That's
Yeah.
what Cena was gonna do too, is sell his.
5,000 gold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Robes from Rakshasa.
that's
Yep.
2,500 of those.
Remember, each of us have one of
That's
those.
2,500 of the,
Almost get you.
True, because they were
That goes-
only a certain amount.
I'm gonna keep mine just because if I go back, I may have to breathe underwater again.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Or if I end up just coming across fucking
It's
water.
water,
Water
Yeah.
here somewhere, so you gotta breathe underneath it.
Remember, water in the desert is probably generally, what, underground?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and ruins, we could very well run into water.
So I'm keeping mine.
we'll have an amulet.
I don't have the other.
Now, Festalin also mentions he does have this, so it will cut down on the amount of water we have to carry, because I have a canteen of endless water that produces up to 5 gallons per day.
Oh, yeah, that's
Which
right.
is huge help, because that could help us. feed
Yes.
the camels.
It will say it'll be at least enough.
So
for
make
us.
sure
It'll
everybody
be enough
checks
for
over
us.
their magic items that they've accumulated. They might have something similar.
Also, it is,
No, nothing like that.
a food, okay, so the gallon per day,
I also have an endless wineskin, but that'll just get us
I don't
drunk.
have that.
And dehydrate us quicker.
so camels require 1 gallon a day, so times 9, so 9 gallons a
I
day.
do have an identifier.
We wouldn't
with,
necessarily need
no
one.
charges.
Hey,
That's correct. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of stats you've been writing down, because I did the same up here.
And that's just for the camels, and how much would you think it is for a person that is riding?
Riding a camel, daily requirements of water is 1 gallon a day. Walking is 2.
Well, we're gonna.
Average temperature out there on that dry desert is triple digits, definitely during the day. We're
Yeah.
not talking extremes like dark sun,
Yeah.
but we are talking into the high teens and sometimes 20s.
Also, what happens if we lose one?
Well, you're gonna lose camel.
They'd like
Oh.
to get
They have hit
by
points like
creature,
anything else.
run away.
They can
Well,
get
and
sick.
that's the other thing.
We were told to pick up 6 vials of
9
anti-venom.
at
They,
this point.
yeah,
Yeah, they can get illnesses and shit. They get.
Yep. Gotta have at least 9 doses for them.
well, we each got 6 vials each.
Oh,
That would
nice.
cover us and our pack creatures that should.
Gotcha.
Hey,
Yeah,
DM. I can see where my coin.
Remember, each vial 4 doses.
Yeah, so that's 20 grand.
My coin purse would only open this big, my extra dimensional one. But bag of holding is 2 foot by 4 foot.
Well, that's out of that guidebook.
Yeah.
In Greyhawk, I trimmed it down.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how big is the neck on my coin purse then? That's what I was
Half
thinking
that.
My coin purse was.
Half, yeah, it would fit, you know, almost a large size gem, but depending on how big.
So, if we got an extra camel, that'd be 10 camels, minimum, with nothing, no food.
I'm putting 4 camels with skid. I got gloves, goggles, compass, anti-venom,
Why 4 camels?
with the skid. Pull the skid.
You're gonna need at least 2 of them to pull a skid.
And then we each would have a cable.
No, and then you're gonna need spares.
Run off that
So
list you
rotate
have
them
again,
For
Astor?
dragging the skid.
Right, we're on the
What if we
skid.
lose a couple?
Hold on, guys, I'm trying to hear Astor.
We're riding the skid?
And then gloves, food, and water for 10 days minimum.
Need sand goggles, yeah?
Anti-venom.
Some kind of robe that you could put up. If it's a magical robe, it'll do just fine. Festalin already has a robe
Yeah,
of
I already
magic,
have one.
so I don't need one of those.
Like a
We'll work.
canvas of some kind.
Yeah, we do need to buy that, good, yeah. Compass?
A good
Yeah,
compass.
Good compass,
Um,
couple of decent.
You want 3 camels for pack then?
Probably.
Unless you wanna go longer than 2 weeks.
Probably 4 or 5 for packing.
You can go longer without resupplying with more pack camels,
you
but
could do
remember,
6 camels. Do 6 camels, then we have 3 pull-in. 3
remember, you can't ride a pack one.
Right, we have 3
So
pull-in.
we each need a camel.
Not if
We
we're on
don't
the
have
skid.
it.
No, you can ride on the skid.
How many people
Yeah,
can
you
ride
can ride
on
on
the
the
skid?
skid. Because it
Depends on
gets,
how big.
It's gonna be a wagon, I mean, basically with skids instead of wheels.
yeah.
So even with,
A group of 6 of us, yeah, we could.
I mean, the tarp, you can put over top of it like a covered wagon, and then just open it out over the camels.
Yeah, we need a big one
Well, the camels
to
are
encompass
full anyways.
whatever
Yeah.
number of camels
But
we
if
have.
we, like, put it over the ribs of the covered wagon, so to speak, and folded it back
We
over.
would want the poles, so it's not just lying on them, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So
To
that-
make like a tent.
So how many camels pulling that? 2?
If we're all gonna be in it, with all our equipment weight that we carry,
Probably like
Take
4.
6 camels.
I put 4 because of that, because of what they're
Yeah.
pulling us.
'Cause
It's
if
gonna
you're
be
looking
3
at
to
the
4.
Stagecoach, yeah.
Okay, so
But
4
we're gonna watch
camels
next
plus
But then
a wagon.
Then I figured I'd change
material.
it to 6 camels, because then we could have 2 just tied up next to us walking along.
And rotate them
That
out.
we
Rotate
could
them out,
rotate.
yeah.
Well, would there be
Or we
enough
might
room?
get stuck and need 6 to pull us out instead of.
And
More camel
is there
power.
gonna be enough room for all of our supplies plus us in the wagon, or do we have to have another pack
Well,
camel?
that's what the other 2 that are walking next can carry some stuff.
Yep, if need be.
And they're not dragging the skid, so we can still trade them out.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just saying.
We can't
Keep
go
us-
overboard, we need to save some money for the next town.
Right.
So,
I mean, we're only gonna have enough
we're
food and
gonna
supplies
have
to
to do
get to
bare
the.
minimum for this first trip.
So what do you have to sell? Because right now, bare minimum, looking like 90% of our 1802.
1802 what?
That's how much we have.
That's
right
all
now.
the money we have to buy all this with.
Oh, well, we can get more because we need to go sell stuff.
That's why I said, what else do you have to
What
sell?
are you
Because
selling?
I'm looking at my shit and I really don't have a
I
lot.
don't have
to
anything
sell.
I could sell. Everything I have on me is
I
everything
got
that
a cloak
I.
of
I
defense.
might
buy
be
me.
able to sell this dose of dexterity. I have this dagger with the nasty fucking
Venom,
disease shit in it.
possibly.
Hey, Brevier,
I
You were-
have 2 doses of superheroism that I can
you
sell to
won that
somebody.
Dwarven Mithril plate on a roll-off.
Yeah.
You might find some dwarfs here.
You might be wearing that though, it says it fits 5.5 to 6.5.
I have a +2 speed.
That might be
I
that
can
plate you're
sell.
wearing.
No, I've had that plate
I
for a
a
long
+2/+4 versus good spear. I can
It's
sell.
good only. Plus one plate.
Cause I got this saying that it's Dwarven Mithril plate,
I don't think
5'5" to 6'5",
Yeah.
or 20,000 gold, and you're carrying it.
Yeah, but
You
that
wanted in the
wouldn't be big
roll-off.
enough. That wouldn't be big
Well,
enough.
I have a few
I'm
things I
saying
can
to
You
sell.
don't have to wear
Okay,
it.
you're right.
Sell it.
That's why I'm saying I wouldn't have it on me because it wouldn't fit me. So
They look like high water.
But you be carrying it. Pack animal. Yeah, mule.
That champion shirt, Gorlish, you got on, reflecting the light underneath the table. Great.
Sorry.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, so I'm ready to go down there and meet this dude.
Yes, I think.
You ready to step out into the city streets of
I
Bralizzar?
gotta get this anxiety over
Same
with.
place you got
Yes.
10 plus 3 javelins of piercing.
Oh, that was a while
This is
ago.
a
My hood
big
up.
city, and I haven't been to a big city like this since I was a 1-year-old.
Castellan says, please be careful, my friends, and return safely.
How big of a city is this, like, population wise?
During the, there are 500 residents that live here, but there is 3 times that many transients.
Like when the caravan comes through, probably
Exactly.
100 in what's her name's?
At any given time, there is at least 2,500 souls in this city.
Which is quite a few people.
Yes, it is. That is very.
Once again, it is a major hubway for those caravans going from the south, north, through the Dust Wall Mountains and the North
What's
Nice
this
Pass,
made of out here?
across the desert of Desolation into the kingdoms of Sapar and Dupar to the north,
Tucked away
and,
that nobody can see, DM.
and others.
Are all the streets,
Making sure
dirt?
you can't see anything, DM.
Same.
We all step out of Aman El Requib's house,
My,
and before us
touching my skin.
is the Grand Boulevard of a large city. It is bustling. It is about mid-morning. We were awakened by bells that summoned at the break of dawn. And, yeah, those series of 10.
Oh, yes.
Yes, the bells, the bells.
And if you would like, you can check out this map. This is Aman El Requib's house. We just stepped out onto this very wide main boulevard.
Cobblestone.
Okay, we're going to be heading to the bazaar. Go ahead, pass it around.
How bizarre.
Aman El
bizarre.
Requib's house.
Bizarre.
The bazaar.
It's very bizarre.
Very bizarre.
So bizarre, so bizarre.
Bizarre.
Don't quit your day job.
No.
The bodyguard to Aman El Requib, Fargrim, is right behind you
Goes through
and
the doorway.
staying very close to the group as you take in the gaze of the city. Most of the people dressed appropriately for the already immense heat of the day, even if you feel
It's
it.
quite warm.
Put my
How
hood up.
much?
Where'd you get a hood?
I forgot to ask you what the temperature
Oh, that's
was,
right.
hottest to coldest.
At night, the desert can get down very cold, enough to leave a thin layer of ice sometimes on the surface of growing things.
It's quite cold.
And during the day, it can be up in the triple digits, quite unbearable.
Hey, DM, if you took a wineskin and crushed it down and emptied it, and would it fit down in the neck of one of those?
Oh, sure.
Just the nozzle sticking out?
Yeah, so you would
Yeah.
just nozzle something
Yeah.
out, fill it, pop it, drop it.
And then when you want to pull it out, only pull the nipple out and dump it?
Yeah,
Drink it.
till it's empty.
Good thinking. Experience points for that.
Well,
DM's like, no, not gonna let you monkey
Let me see. Technically, the water is still in the bag, so the water.
you know what? It is a genius idea, and I'm not going to poo-poo it entirely. For the purpose of water only. Now remember, daily rations that we're going to be carrying include the food that we eat and the oats and grains that the animals eat.
Cactuses that they need.
Okay? Considering that, you can half the amount of camels you would need to let's see, there's 8 pounds roughly in a gallon.
Right.
And as I said, camels could carry up to 900 pounds. So you probably eliminate, what, 2 to 3 camels at
I was
least?
just saying that
Water weight?
my,
Yeah.
Maybe 2?
A couple.
My bag of
walk
holding is
around with
700
2 barrels
pounds.
around.
Huh?
I got a 700-pound bag of holding. All I was gonna do is take a bunch of wineskins, fill them.
Yeah, the thing is
So
how
it
many
wasn't the volume.
1 gallon capacity wineskins do we have?
Well, we can buy some.
Yes, we can buy bigger ones.
Yeah.
And you have the 5 gallons a day decanter.
A Stalin
But
does.
we each have to do 1 gallon a day. So times per gallon.
If we're on an animal and not
Yes,
walking.
Yes.
So, heading towards the bazaar?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can hand my book back up.
At me kind of bizarro.
Bazaar is there.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the house.
There's a
Yep.
temple.
Anybody?
And we came from his house. Amon's right there. Yep.
And the temple here would be the god of Amu.
Anu. A-N-U.
Anu.
The new there, yep. Checking to see if anybody's looking at us like any peculiarness, like.
On the way, you notice that some of these buildings you're passing were obviously temples to the old gods at one time, but they've either been destroyed or totally converted over.
Right there. Dwarven metal plate. 20,000 gold.
As you get to the cross section to turn towards down the street for the bazaar,
We might go sell it for.
Any Pegasi yet?
you get a grand view of that temple of Anu. It's under a tall dome, stands three-tiered, circular, and is a reddish yellow stone. It looks like there's a nice set of stairs that goes around its whole radius, all the way up to the top, where a beautiful altar sits above it and crowns up there at the summit. It's actually, as you see it, it kind of resembles a pyramid,
This is the temple.
and it's got a wide band of carvings depicting innumerable, uncountable even, intertwined dragons.
Dragons we recognize?
And you also see, right to your right, what used to be a temple and was converted into the Inn of the Golden Palm. You hear bustling people inside. The front door's propped open. People are coming and going. It's pretty busy. So, you want to take a left towards the bazaar?
Yes.
Yes.
You remember who you're looking for?
Requiem. But we have Furigarm showing us which way to go, right?
Ventros.
Because we asked him to take us to.
Did you?
Well, he was going with us.
He was
and
supposed
now-
to
He's right here.
Oh,
Well,
fuck
he
him.
can only.
Because I want to go see
Talk back
the
to
chief
something.
lawmaker.
Well, it looks.
You got to see him too eventually.
Yeah.
You need a pass to get by the northern guard
That's where I
post.
need to go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we all do that.
We'll have to do that
But,
too.
so good. I'm sorry, I can't say your name. Furigarm?
Fargrim.
Fargrim.
Say it again.
The giant, Fargrim.
Fargrim.
He looks at you with these undersized, beady little eyes, almost pinpoints of light, and there's an expression on his face. He's looking right at
Can you take us to show us the Ventros?
you. He turns silently and walks towards the far end of the bazaar. You see a very lavishly dressed woman with very brown skin. She's wearing this very colorful vest with various colored thread and jewelry woven into it. She's got this elaborate, kind of like old style of the Orient type hat that kind of like Carnag, the Magnificent would wear there, or whatever he's called there. Johnny Carson, yep. With a feather in it, you know.
Catching the different
You can
smells.
see her shoes, which are curly at the toes, up into a curl, and these baggy, typical pants of the sand people and desert people wear. And she is busy with this first dwarf that you have seen. What do you mean, 200 Ico pieces? I can't afford that. Well, then you're just gonna have to come back when you can. I cannot lower the price. It is the guild's setting. I cannot bargain with this particular item. It's the last time I'm going to tell you, dwarf. I have another group coming. Oh, and look, it has the bodyguard of Amund El-Requid with them. Do you have the 200 or no? Huh, I'll go somewhere else, that's all. The dwarf storms
I'm gonna
off
see what he was looking at,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you were
try to-
ordering for.
as she says, "May I help you?" She's putting a long sword back in its sheath. The hilt itself is pretty gorgeous.
Might I see that?
Certainly. How is Aman this morning?
Very well.
He's doing very well.
Sends his regards.
Mischief for breakfast.
She signs something to the giant Pogrom. He signs something back, and his face changed expression for this first time. He could have swore those little beady eyes lit up for a second.
Does this thing feel any lighter or more maneuverable?
A very well balanced sword with a silver blade with many etchings in not only the hilt but the lower part of the blade itself. And she said, that's very well enchanted or etched.
Yeah,
Enchanted
comparing it,
200, you say, huh?
but he was comparing it
You
with his other one, the +3.
Versus neutral dwelling desert dwelling creatures, that would be a +3 longsword.
That's right, you can do my days.
And against everything else is +2.
With your wits and grace with your merchandism, I think we might be able to come to some good agreements
I
on your
would think on that.
bartering, because we are looking for
I have everything you may need.
some camels with a skid. Well, I believe we came to the conclusion of, what was it, 4 we need? Six camels
6 camels.
and a skid.
She takes out a piece of parchment and a feather quill, which she dunks in the ink, and she starts taking notes.
It is a very nice quinn parchment you have there. And we need,
Oh, it's you sweets and silver tongued.
I tried to be, and we need gloves for all of us. We need food for 10 days minimum. Water for 10 days minimum.
It's cheaper here, remember?
We need some sand goggles, some anti-venom, compasses, a canvas, enough canvas that we can cover our skid and the camel.
Maybe I'll
So-
want like 2 poles for
We're
him.
gonna need some poles and some ropes to tie this stuff up, and some robes.
We
And
have
some
robes.
harnesses.
I don't need a robe. I have a robe.
How many of these camels do you want to be set up with all the proper equipment for riding only?
Well, none actually. We would like
A skid, a large skid.
harnesses to be
Drag
able
skid.
to hook 4 at a time to the wagon or the skid, and then 2 just to try tie to the skid, and possibly
water.
use as pack animal.
Yeah, we can switch them in and out as needed.
My, what exquisite shoes you have.
How many robes?
Who
I don't
needs a
need
robe? I don't need a robe.
Do not need a robe.
None of us
So
need
I
one.
heard somebody said robe.
How many goggles?
We'll need
That's
6.
all of us.
Plus maybe an extra.
Leather gloves?
Need 6.
6.
And 6
goggles.
vials each of the anti-venom, you think?
I would say at least 12 vials of the
Yes, yes. A couple of vials each.
But did you not say it, and I anticipate that?
We will need at least some for the pack animals and ourselves.
So 6
Very well.
per person.
I can supply all you need.
36 of them.
Yes,
36
36.
doses or vials?
36 vials.
Very
6
well.
vials apiece. Those are full of
What size
poisonous stuff.
containers would you like your water to come in? I have up to 5-gallon capacity.
We're
Is he
doing
just-
We'll
1
need
gallons, right?
5-gallon
Yes.
ones hooked up to the camels. We need a harness for that.
We were gonna do the
I
1
would
gallon
say
ones, right?
probably 2 of the 5-gallon
2 to 5.
and
2.
How many of the single gallons do you have?
I have an unlimited supply of 1 gallon, 2 gallon, 3 gallon, 4, and 5.
Well, unlimited out here in the desert, that's
There
what
are
we do.
currently 6 sand ships parked outside.
So the camels take 1 gallon per day.
Because I could do my bag of holding
We
also,
take
stuff
1
a
gallon
bunch in
per
there.
day.
That's if we, sometimes we might take 2, because we're not always gonna be riding good.
And it's gonna be at least 10 days to get to the pass, and it's gonna be more expensive once we get there.
I'd be trying to get like 20 as much
How
water as we
much
can
is a
now.
wine skin? And just an empty wine skin.
With water?
5 icos each.
And how much are they full?
7.
Okay, so we need to get a rough idea. of
Could
what-
you do 6?
How long you know I'm on?
Not that long. But we are here to try to help your realm possibly return water to this town.
Mine has a big reputation. Very powerful mage. He counts and keeps track of history. He is a good friend and treated me well. Done.
At 6, I will take 10.
Very well.
And that's out of my own personal savings.
Can you give me a price of what we're at right now?
Say we wanna go,
Absolutely, I may.
say we wanna go 15 days. So figure out what the water will be for 15 days.
And food.
Food and water for the
Oh, a
camels.
gallon for the, so there's 6 gallons
Because
there
I
just
still
for
have
1 day.
some food. I have food for 12 days myself.
My going market street price. Your total right now is 2,800 ICO pieces.
Yeah, we're 1,000 short on that right now.
And you-
That is my street price.
But we can barter with you.
We're
You
getting
buy,
a mod
you
price.
buy items, right?
My, you have nice muscles for a girl.
Thank you. I will lick your vagina later.
Pardon me?
You buy daggers?
I think you just threw one at me.
That was a boomerang.
I am a lady.
I know, me too.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Just not ladylike all the time.
And you kiss your mama with that mouth?
And his.
His mama too?
No, his mouth.
You're funny.
And like you, this dagger here, it's his magical dagger. It's got some nasty venom in it.
What is that brown stuff?
It's a nasty venom. It's a
It's
disease.
not venom yet, it's more of a.
It's more of a disease. And I do not want this, but it is worth.
Well, what a nasty weapon to have, but there are lots of nasty people to sell to. What will you ask for?
Well, I would.
Right, 2,800.
It's at least worth 4,000 icos.
Well, yes it is, but remember I'm a merchant and I have to resell.
I know.
I have to make a profit, you understand?
You could resell it for 5,000 ico.
Maybe to someone.
It comes through here tomorrow?
I could have it in my inventory an awful long time. I offer you 2,000.
And you know what? Take it. 2,000. We'll take it.
She gives you this perfectly round green crystal of Ico.
Okay. Add that
This-
into our inventory. So
This about 1/3 the size of a cue ball for pool.
For 2,000, yeah.
Yeah, and that's worth two.
Yeah, add that into our inventory, will you? Right.
Okay, so that would be enough for 15 days?
Correct.
Okay, so
But hold on, I didn't add in the oated grain.
but you also said
You know what? Because of, because I said that and Amon treating me well and you having Fagram with you
he likes you.
and those muscles.
She's nice.
She got a mouth.
Yeah.
She's alright.
I'll throw in the oats and grain for the 15 days for your animals as well. Now this tarp is going to be heavy. She hands this list and she says, Jessica. And this woman, not even half dressed as nicely as your merchant you're dealing with now, takes the list from her hand. And she speaks in a language you don't recognize to her, and she runs off. She's getting your things.
Thank you.
They will be about an hour before they're assembled and ready.
Thank you very much.
It is such a pleasure to do business.
So what did we
What's
say?
your name?
Esther.
Ah,
So our total would be 800 ICO after the dagger?
Hey, stop, dude.
2,800 is what he needed, and you got
Yeah,
2,000
you have a
from
dagger.
there.
I am Raquel.
And then you got whatever's left over from
Nice to meet
the.
you. 2,000. Hey, stop, dude. Hey, stop.
Did you just try
I'm
to
gonna
make my pocket?
kind of put my arm around her and say, my good lady,
Get up here. Hey.
did you have anything like that long sort of a magic?
You see a armed person, totally dressed in white, suddenly come right next to you. It's just because it's okay. It's okay.
My hand is flat on her back. It's not feeling around.
He backs off only an inch or so.
He's about ready to use his head stomp. Similar to that sword, only in an arrow type? Nothing?
You want one arrow? You're asking me for?
No, I'm asking if you have any that are magical like that sword, only in an arrow.
I have a full stock of sheaf arrows. If you want the best I have, they are quite pricey by the dozen. They are, however, enchanted 4 times.
And how are we saying is pricey?
For 1 dozen, my street price
500.
is 10,000 ICO pieces.
10,000 per dozen.
That's perfect. We got that all day.
Okay, so you said the total would be 2,800 for the camels, the sled, the food for 15 days. She gave me the dagger, which you gave her 2,000 ICOs for.
Mm-hmm.
So our total right now is 800.
No, that was our business deal.
She put it in for the.
I put it in for party.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
yeah. So right now our bill is 800. We had 3802.
We need it for our passes to get up there.
We had 18. Right.
We still need to buy
But
passes.
I'm just saying.
Well, we
My
don't
good
have,
lady,
I don't think we have. Yeah,
we might have to buy passes.
how much would
we have
you
18 basically.
give me for this mithril armor?
My goodness, I've never seen something so precious looking. Let me see.
Would that be worth a dozen of those sheep arrows?
It is so light.
Yes.
Is it strong?
Oh, it is.
She takes out that long sword you were looking at earlier and sets it down and strikes it. It kind of, wow, it didn't even mark it.
Yes. My good woman, even you could wear that in case of
400 icons.
in case of an undesirable. You could wear that.
400 icons.
Lowballing them.
Watch yourself, citizen. This is a big, tall dude dressed in white behind him.
How about half a dozen of those?
Not nearly your height, Fred.
Half a dozen of those plus 4 sheep arrows. For the mithril.
5,000.
You go for a straight up dozen. What are you talking about?
You want 5,000 ICO pieces worth of arrows for this?
Yes. I think it's well worth it.
Yes, you do, I'm sure.
And I know that you think it's well worth it too. It can protect you yourself very well.
What did you call this material?
It's called mithril.
Do you have a source of more of it?
I know,
Pretty rare.
which makes that even more valuable to you.
Done.
Melvin made correct.
In fact, take all 12. I'm in a good mood today.
So-
I have, oh, you, go ahead.
If we have all of our supplies, we still have.
Gotta get our licenses.
Yeah.
Well, that one to sell, so I would like to sell this plus 2 spear and this dose of dexterity for 5 rounds.
Okay.
And,
You have something there, sweetie?
yes,
I'll take all of them. What's your asking price?
I would say this is a good 4,000 Icos.
Give you 2,500.
3,500.
For you, I'll come up a little higher. 2,500. Shh.
I like her. She's funny.
I'm sorry. 3,000?
3,500.
3,000.
350.
3,000.
I'll just take the 3,000.
325.
Apologize for my cushy remark earlier, and you have a deal.
3,200.
You could just apologize.
Oh, very well. I have more business to attend to anyway.
You write down whatever you got.
3,200. Okay.
Alright, how about
Your goggles and leather gloves and the venom you asked for in a nice case comes out. The high quality compass included.
Nice.
Your camels are being set up. You see the skiff. Definitely going to hit all of you. You inspect the tarp. It's definitely going to be big enough.
Poles definitely hooked together well enough.
so how much would you give me for this dwarven mithril plate?
Wait. I just bought a one of a kind.
This came from the same set.
Yeah.
A
It
twin
was
kind.
on- it was on
They're both
It was all in
dwarven.
one person.
That's a
It's-
shield.
That's how rare it is.
Okay, how much of this rare stuff does this group have?
I have rare stuff too, Mithril.
Yeah, I just got taken, didn't I?
No, I'm telling you, it was all from one person.
It was all from one group.
I got taken from one person.
This was
Now you're trying to take me too.
no, this was the only person that carried it.
Dear me.
He was rare. So the things that came from him were rare. He had 3 pieces that were rare. A shield.
On principle, I'll buy no more of the material from you until I learn more about it.
How about
What else you got, big boy?
I pull out the Rakshasa robe?
Oh, now that's a pretty one.
Now this material, I'm telling you, is very rare. Anybody pull out the robe?
I didn't say that to everybody. Don't anybody else pull out the rope.
It's so rare you're asking your friends not to pull theirs out. Is this right?
It's just a joke going amongst us.
I said that as a joke.
It's just a joke amongst us.
But as Reviac, I pull out the robe.
I'm gonna hand you a longsword plus 2 wood sheath. How much for this as he's making a fool of himself?
I just put the robe down.
Continue, I'm listening.
I put the robe down.
How much are you asking, sweetie?
You know, honestly, I don't know what the value of this. It is.
It is extremely well made. I will offer you
5,000 is what the value is that road is.
5,000 what?
Gold piece.
We don't do gold, but
So that would be
Half that.
No, it'd be a tenth that, so 500.
500, yes.
Yeah, so she'd offer you best 3.
and I will do for you.
She'll give you 5.
In the dwarven milk.
No, I will not deal anymore in Mithril until I learn about it.
Okay.
For the sword, we take 750 Icos.
No, you've been fed us.
My bean mocked.
No, that's all I
7,000,
told.
that's saying 7,500 for a gold.
Very well.
That's worth-
Thank you. It's nice to do business with you.
Pretty good, actually. You got a good deal for
A
that.
half fork.
Yes. I have a +3 spear I would love to sell you.
Ooh, let me see that.
I use a
Oh,
staff
that's a sweet
myself.
weapon, dear.
300.
That's a staff I,
That's got a beautifully shot tip.
yes, and look at the ruins on it.
She confirms with this little gem she's looking through.
Oh yes, I can tell from its hue. It's got the magical enchantment you claim. I will give you this nice 1,000 gold piece size crystal of icon.
Wow, okay, 1,000 cookies. 1,000.
This thing burdens my weight also, man. Plus 3 leather.
Burdens his weight.
250.
Go 3.
Done.
There you go, that sounds good.
How about this Morning Star? And I hand it to her.
Have you ever been to Art City, Bralizzar before?
No, we're new in town.
I thought so.
Morning Star +2. Free action once a day for 4 rounds. How much do you think this was worth to you?
Well, I've been very generous with your group, but I didn't know your stock was so vast.
It's not really. It's getting
So
down
my
to-
prices, I'm sorry, are gonna go down a little now from here.
Yeah, it happens.
I'll give you 300.
I wanna go to another shop.
I go.
Another place. There's more places.
Icos.
Is there more places?
See, it depends on the rarity of the item. That +3 spear is the only one I have in stock right now. So I gave him 1,000.
Oh, would you like some more? No.
You got spears?
A bing zoom.
I was gonna say,
I just sold
Tito's got javelins. though.
plus 2 spears?
No, I've got,
Oh, well, I don't
Staves.
use it and I have,
So you have a very you have lots of Morning Stars that are this.
I'm sorry. We're gonna have to continue this after I have my break.
Yeah.
I'm in the Dupari Union.
Yes, we need to take our smoke break too.